Hi guys, good morning. My name is Chris. This is Wheelhouse Trading and welcome, hopefully welcome back to the Wheelhouse. This is your first time here, you're in for a treat. Do yourself a favor, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and select all so that you get all the content, okay? If you are returning, well, welcome back guys, good to see you. Those who have been on the channel know that my technicals have been on point. Every time I say something, it happens, right? I say it's going to bounce, it bounces. I say this is our price target. I say we could blow through this and go here. Whether it's Bitcoin, Tesla. In fact, they're a few days late. I said it's going to 1256 3 videos ago. They're just now getting to it. I said that Bitcoin was going to retrace down to that 59 and change, and it did, and it went back up, right? So on top of that, my picks, they all go green. They all go green. They don't just go green by a little bit. They go green. And if you take my courses that I'm putting together, you're going to find out how I do that, okay? It's not magic, but it has taken many, many years of hard work. For those who don't know, I've been a CEO of 3 global companies. Some of my partners are billionaires. One of my partners is actually James Walgreen. He's on my corporation from Walgreens. You've probably heard of it. I got a lot of people in my pocket, and know a lot of things. And so you're going to learn a lot of things in this course. And I promise, when you are done with this, it's going to be the best investment you ever made in yourself. And I wish that there was a course like this ever that you could take, other than going to a university or actually going and working on Wall Street. School of Hard Knocks is out there. I've already been through it. I get rid of all the BS and I put all the best stuff. And I'm saying like pro level stuff. Okay, this is not some like amateur hour. This is like, you guys are going to be straight savages when you're done with this course. That's why I can predict so good. That's why all my stocks go up. That's why all my crypto goes up. That's why I'm a wealthy person sitting in a $3 million estate on a lake. Okay, that's why all these things are happening. It's not because I'm lucky. It's because I know what to look for, and I know where to be. And if you know where to be, you're always going to be in the right place, right? Make sense? So you're going to learn all that in the courses. So I thought today what we would do is talk about some news from yesterday, some big news in the EV sector. Okay, we got Tesla, we got Lucid, we got Nio, and then I wanted to touch on Facebook. In fact, I got a friend, a girl in one of the Discords. Her name is Naz. Hi, Naz. I know that you're worried about Facebook. You're hitting me up every day about it, and I keep telling you, don't worry about Facebook. It's one of the largest companies in the entire stock market. I've been digging through their earnings for a long time. I've been looking at their pre-tax margins, their cash flows, like their earnings per shares. I've been watching it. Don't worry so much, okay? So let's just take a look at Facebook real quick for you, okay? Okay, so look, they beat, but they just beat by a tiny bit, okay? That's not really normal for Facebook, I'll say that. They missed on revenue. That is not normal for Facebook. I'll say that. Facebook shares rise as investors focus on earnings beat and look past whistleblower document dump. Document dump? Where have I been? Well, I gotta get the skinny on that. They were dumping documents at the dumpster or what? It sounds like so shady. Such a Facebook kind of thing, right? I should look into it before I say that. Zuckerberg. Anyways. Facebook shares rose in extended trading on Monday after the company reported better than expected third quarter earnings while revenue missed estimates. All right. The company announced its plans to break out its Facebook Reality Labs into its own reporting segment starting the fourth quarter. Cool. I don't really know what Facebook Reality Labs is. I'll look into that. Facebook said it expects fourth quarter revenue of 31.5 to 34. Analysts were expecting 34.8. So basically what that means is their revenue was in line with Wall Street estimates, okay? There was no surprises, there was no wow factor, but it didn't fall below estimates either. So they're staying the course, if you will, okay? That's what that means. Facebook investors shrugged off the massive ongoing document dump. I gotta know about this. This is so shifty right here. Oh my God, they're dumping documents at the dumpster. Oh my God, Facebook. Of course Facebook is in on that. All right. Oh, here's a wham bam. The company also said it's adding $50 billion to its stock buyback program. All right, so Naz, let me explain this to you. When a company buys back the stock, okay, their own stock of their company, that makes the value go up, okay? So remember I explained if you were on a beach and you had miles of sand and you picked up the sand and you put it in your hand and you put one little speck out and you said, what is this speck of sand worth? Well, it's not going to be worth anything because there's a gabillion specks of sand. Therefore, there's a large supply, okay? But if you go through your hand and you find that diamond and there's only one of them, well, that's worth a lot, okay? Because there's not a lot of supply. So therefore, the demand and the value go up. So when a company buys back its stocks, it takes it off of the open market for other investors to purchase, therefore taking away the supply, shrinking the supply, and the value will go up. So that is very, very good that they're buying that back. So that's great, okay? And look, 3.22 versus 3.19, like I said, they barely beat. 29.01 billion versus 29.57 billion, so they missed on revenue. They're holding on their daily active users. They're down slightly on their monthly active users. You know, the guy's been in Congress. I mean, he did censor everybody and put everybody in Facebook jail. So, and he had that Apple situation, and now he's had a whistleblower and apparently a dumpster fire document dump. So, it looks like the noose is getting a little tighter there, huh? Look at that guy. Oh, God. He's almost like this guy over here. But, jeez. All right. So, look, let's go look at the chart here. All right. So, I was in here a minute ago just taking a peek at some stuff. And here's the deal. I'm just going to break it down for you nice and clean and simple. This line right here, it's very important that today we do not close below 321.98. It's okay if it wicks like there. It's okay if it wicks, but it has to close just like these did above this line. If it does and it bounces, it's a good time to buy. 322, 323, 324. You still should put a stop even if you're investing or trading, because why lose money if it were to fall? And if it were to fall, it could fall down here to 303. It could also fall down here to 298. I don't think it will, though. I think it's going to bounce off this, and it is going to find its biggest resistance out of all these lines right here at 338.72. I know that because not only is it a swing high pattern break, a minor ladder swing high break, but it also connects 5 times over here on this part of the chart. So it is an area of resistance to look out for. However, if you close above this line and bounce, when you get here, you may do this number a couple times where you hit your head on the wall before you break through. But when you break through, I don't think you're going to catch any resistance here and not much here. And there's no resistance all the way back to the top. I'm going to do you one better. Morningstar. They're not the easiest on companies, okay? And it's very hard to get what you want sometimes when it comes to a price target. But look, they're saying fair estimated value is 407. What's it at now? 328? To me, it smells like opportunity. I mean, look, I tell you guys I don't like to buy the dip, and that's because I'm a trained assassin. I'm a trained professional. Like, professionals don't buy the dip when they're traders. But I have a long-term portfolio. First, you guys got to understand, number one, you should have a business or a family, and then a business, and then a long-term investment portfolio. No, let's back that up. A family, a business, real estate, a long-term investment portfolio, my courses, and then trading like a savage, okay? That should be like your life goals right there. But my long-term portfolio has things like Facebook and Apple and Microsoft and Adobe and Shopify and AMD and NVIDIA and Tesla in there, okay? So when I see this big dip, even though I don't buy the dip as a trader, for a long-term investor, when I see this, I see opportunity. As long as it bounces, I'm good. And if it doesn't, then I let it break through as far as it wants to go, and then I wait for whatever it bounces on, and then I buy it there. So Facebook is not going to fall apart. It's not going to do this whole, like, It's not going to lose all this if that's what anybody is worried about. That's not going to happen. I think actually tomorrow it's just going to bounce. It will hit resistance here, and it's going to make its way back up. Okay. When inflation happens, tech will grow. However, when bond yields go up, tech will fall. So, we're just going to see where it goes. I mean, the safest thing right now is energy and financials for a rotation, but there's some interesting things that certainly can and will happen in growth, and it's already starting. I can already see it starting. So let's not worry about Facebook too much. They didn't do great on their earnings. We definitely want to close above today of this 321 number, and get ready for a fight at 338.85. Believe me, when we get there, it's going to be one of those, like, either we shoot through it or we hit it and we boom, and then we try again, boom. We try again and boom, and we might just butt our head on that. And I know that because it's come across the chart many, many times. Okay, let's go look at the other one. Now Tesla, it's funny, they're late. Who predicted it was going to 1256 3 videos ago? This guy. Who do I trust? This guy. Better late than never, right? I said it would blow past 900. It was going to 944, and then it was on its way to 1256. Did I not say it? I did. I've been correct about every prediction and every technical. That's crazy to say, but you can just go back through the videos and verify it and find out. The reason I know how to do this is because I'm like highly trained for many, many, many years. I know what to look for. I know I have a filter, right? I have like 20 different things, and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And what's left in the middle is like the creme de la creme. It's the best of the best. So when I say premium technicals or I say 12 new picks, okay, look, I made some money today. I made a little less than 70 grand. It was like 64 grand, okay, between long-term and trading. Okay, it's not like crazy, but it's a good day, right? Good day, for sure. So, I mean, how did I do it? Well, how did I do it? I did it by exactly what I said in the videos. Every pick that I gave you, I bought. They went up 49%, 17%, 12%, 18%, 97%. I showed you guys picks that are going up 2,110%, 1,837%. My little filter process, my little hunting process, it leaves us with the golden goose. And I am so confident in my process and my technical entries and exactly how to protect capital that I back it up with my own money and I buy those picks. And so, of course, my portfolio is going to go up. Now, things will change, they will rotate, and I'll trim out, and I'll do that stuff when it tops, and I'll find new ones, and I'll give you those, and I'll buy those as well. But that's how you do it. And one thing that we're going to talk about in the courses, we're going to talk about position sizing, and we're going to talk a lot about capital protection, and we have to go through that. I'll just give you a quick brief, okay? So let's say you have 100 grand, okay? Just a flat number, 100K, okay? You can only use 10% of that money per company, maximum, okay? So you can have now 10 companies at 10 grand, or you could have 20 companies at 5 grand, maximum, but it goes deeper. We don't necessarily want to have 10 companies only in one sector. We want to have them spread out. There's 11 sectors. So what we want to do is, pick the best of the best per sector, or have the long-term ones and then have the chunk of it where the major rotation is. And then that will continually rotate, and you'll really make money doing that. Now, you don't just go and throw 10 grand in like that of your 100 grand stack, right? You find the perfect first, you got to take the courses, but you're going to look through a whole gamut of different things to come up with the best decision and know everything about that investment. And then you're going to buy it technically. And you're not just going to throw the 10 grand in on the best investment technically. You're probably going to scale in 4 times or 2 times. So it's going to be a 25% buy with a scale on the next break line, the minor break, the ladder break, another 25% on maybe a trend reversal, another 25% on a breakout. or you're going to go a 50-50. Okay, you're going to scale in, and then if you hit resistance, like Facebook might at 338, you would go backwards. You would scale out and trim. I'm going to teach you all these tricks, okay? And then if you were to not bounce and trim, and you were to break out, you actually could come in heavier. You know what I mean? So let your winners run, but don't let your winners turn into losers and hold. Okay? Let me tell you a little story. Okay? I know all these people. They're like, oh, I'm a long-term investor. I'm just never going to sell in my life. Okay, well, look, dude, like, let me just slow you down real quick. In the dot-com bubble around 2000, there was these two little companies. They were called Microsoft and Intel. Okay? 10 years later, they were trading for three times less than they were 10 years before. Let me say that a little more clear. Microsoft and Intel were trading 3 times higher at the dot-com bubble than they were 10 years later. So if you were that guy that was like, I'm never going to sell, then basically you spent 10 years not even getting to a third of what it was worth 10 years back. So does that change your mind a little bit about setting stop losses and position sizes and capital protection? It should. And that's why we want to do the research. We want to pick the right ones. We want to enter technically. We want to scale in. We want to scale out. We want to pay attention to the fundamentals and the technicals. We want to make sure the companies are growing with the earnings per share, the pre-tax margin, and the sales growth, okay? The revenue and the sales and all that. It's very important, okay? And then the charts are going to tell us. It's the best news source, okay? It doesn't lie to you. Numbers don't lie and the charts don't lie. Everything shows up in price action and volume. And we're going to get deep into that in the courses too. But look, enough about that. Let's take a look at Tesla. I had said, look, guys, I said, look, this thing is going to blow past 900. It's going right up to like 944, 954, somewhere in that range. And then it's going to be on its way to 1256 by like the March area. I did say it, and that was a few videos ago. When we blew past 9, we blew to the 940, 950, and then, we are heading up. However, I do want to tell you that we're not heading straight up, okay? And I want to give you a little warning and a little caution, just a little warning, a little caution, nothing crazy. It is quite impressive that it's at 1024. That's really cool. I've been in Tesla for a long time, a very long time. So look, here's the dealio. I had to go on the small time frames to even figure out where the new resistances could be because this thing went crazy parabolic. See, there's my line. There's my prediction right there to the red line. And we were at 8. We were over here at 876 on this blue line. It was this day that I told you guys that we were going to blow past 9 and we were going straight up into here, into this area right here, actually, the red line, 944. So, and then I said we probably could go way further. Well, here's the deal. We went up, we wicked up, we came all the way down. That's a pretty big wick. That means a lot of profit taking. That's what that means, is profit taking. Okay, I went on the smaller time frames to do some research and investigation technically for you. This is what I think is going to happen. All right, you're currently at, where are you? You're right here? No, that's 990. It says 1024. So you're up here. You're like right in here. Okay, this is what I think is going to happen. I think that you're going to actually come down here to 998. Now, that might sound like a lot, but we're talking like 26 bucks. Like that's nothing that's like one bad day of Tesla. It's nothing. So we probably come back to 998, and then from there, we could actually go sideways. We could come down. Tesla could just shoot up, but I mean, I think it's gonna come down, and it's gonna, it's kind of maybe gonna go a little sideways, and it's gonna have another one of those crazy jolts that happens at some point. That's just how Tesla rolls. Like Tesla's like, okay, look, I found you one. Check this out. All right, see this big candle that you saw today, and this volume right here. There was a day in the past that took place just like that, and it was over here. Okay, this was one of those days. Let's see if I can enlarge it a little bit for you. We were we were climbing up. It was like the end of the year last year, right before Christmas, and it went way up, and then there's a lot of profit taking. Well, that day had massive volume. Okay. Well, it's very much like this day. It went way up and wick down. Now it looks bigger here because the rest of the chart hasn't developed. But there's the volume. Now look at the volume on that day and the volume on this day. That was even bigger. What happened after that day? It came down for 3 days. And how much did it come down? It came down 668 to 637. Came down about $30, call it. So I think that's just the personality of the stock, and that's probably going to happen, and that would be a better place to enter than a FOMO all-time high type buy, okay? So little advice from your boy Chris on Tesla. Let it come down a little bit. It is in a bull trend. It is not stopping. It's on its way to 1256. When the chart's telling me something different, I'll give you a new price target, but that's where I'm at. I'm not going to be one of those guys on YouTube that says, Bitcoin's going to 700 grand and 250 grand. I'm not going to do that. I want to tell you, Bitcoin's going to 99,802, and I can back it up with technicals, okay? And if the chart develops more, then hey, we're going to see what it tells me, and then we're going to talk about that. But right now, that's where that's going, and this one's going to 1256. And when I get some new information, I'll let you know. I promise you. All right, let's go look at this next one. We got Lucid. All right, another one I got a lot of. I got a stack of chips on Lucid. I've been through the whole thing with Lucid too. All right, so here's the deal with Lucid. Lucid is finally hitting the road. Okay, they're getting their cars out. Okay, yeah, recently they had the EPA rating of over 500 miles. Awesome, okay. On Sunday, Lucid Motors tweeted a picture of the first AirDream Edition sedans leaving its Casa Grande factory in Arizona. That's big news, okay? We've been waiting. And if you go back to my Lucid videos as well, you see why I bought, and I even told you that I'm a day early, and this is what's going to happen. And we waited a day, and it shot up, and I did exactly what I said. And I'm going to break this down on the chart. I know this chart really well, and I can tell you what's going to happen with this one and Nio as well. So yeah, they're getting their cars out. The 169,000 car comes with by far the longest EPA rated range among EV competitors. Look, I'm just going to call BS, okay? Who is this? Fortune.com. Okay, first of all, it's not by far. It's not like they're beating Tesla by 300 miles of range, okay? They got a 500-mile EPA range rating. It's great. Not knocking them. Super stoked. I'm an investor. But let's keep it real. Let's not be El Dramatico jumping off the mat with the wrestling mask, you know? So they're embellishing a little bit with that statement. Look, everything is taken. It's all pre-ordered. Reservations are snapped up. The 520 units, they said. New customers can order the Air and 3 other equipment levels. Over 13,000 reservations have been placed to date. That's good. Investors are going to like that. With a planned production rate of 34,000 cars annually in the company launch phase. Vague, generalized. Let's what can I get a date on the launch phase? Because I believe that's like 4 or 5 years up the road, if I remember. This Fortune's on the take, you know what I mean? Somebody's greasing the wheels over here. So anyways, look, bottom line, Lucid's getting the cars out. It's wonderful. We're going to start, going in the right direction. Let's take a look at the chart and see what we can see. Lucid did have a good day. I did really well on Lucid today. It was a good one. All right, so here's the deal with Lucid. I bought it back here. Okay, I bought more in here. I think I picked up some in here. I might have trimmed a little bit, but I ended up, this is where I told everybody on this, it was right here before it went down. I said, look, we're not out of the pattern. I probably shouldn't buy. I picked up another 550 shares. I said, look, it's going to go down another day. I'm like a day early. It did go down a day, and then it had its indecision, and it just went through its momentum. So it had a pattern break, had a minor step reversal. It had a minor swing reversal. it actually had another swing trend reversal, and it actually wicked 3 times on a bigger one, and then it retraced, but it retraced slightly, and it came back down to here, which was bullish in my opinion, because it continued to make lower highs. Now, here's what we need to see with Lucid. This is what's called a swing pattern, okay? Now, this pattern needs to, it could go like this. It could go up and down and up, you know, but as long as it ends up higher than this, now you have lower highs and higher lows and higher highs. And you can make something like, let's just draw it on there. You can make something like this. Okay, like a new channel going up, basically, is what I'm getting at. And that would be super good. And that is what I think is going to happen. Because this is a tremendous amount of shift in the wind, if you will. We hit our bottom. We were higher on the second drop. We had a pattern break. We had a swing low break. We had a previous all-touch high break. We had a first sign of a trend reversal break. We had something that I wrote seems to be a new support. Yeah, and that's true because look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so and then look, this is probably what you would call a true trend reversal right here. This would be the first step of something that goes like this, down, down, down. I want to kill myself, all the way to like this, breaking this one line, doing all this and working and breaking that line with the green body candle close. That's the moment when everybody knows this thing is now not going down, it's going up, okay? But look, it wicked all the way to the top, and this is choppy, so I'm not worried about it. It's definitely going to run. What we want to see is this, like this volume, 3-4 days in a row like we got here. We see that, boom, boom, maybe even increase tomorrow, boom, boom, boom. This thing's running, dude. This thing's going to, yeah, it's going to be on and popping green lights to the beach. Who loves you, babe? All right. So that's Lucid. Let's go take a peek at Nio. I did good on Nio today, too. I'm not going to lie. All right, look, here's the summary. Why did Nio shares jump today? There's actually no reason. I read the article. Basically, Xpeng made some announcements about its autonomous technology that got investors excited, and Nio basically would just rode on the coattails of Xpeng, Tesla, and Lucid. That's cool with me because I got a couple thousand shares of Nio, and I'm trying to get more, and I'm going to show you in the chart why I'm trying to get more. All right, let's go find Nio. Nio did good today too. All right, so if you go back through my videos, I've been crazy accurate with this. I broke it all down. I said, look, if you went through all this nonsense and this down channel and all that bootleg stuff, it was horrible, right? Like I said, when we were down here, I said it was right on this candle. I said, look, this thing could come down right here to $30.35, and I will not be buying any more unless it bounces above because it is low risk and a high reward. And it certainly could follow this line because, look, it's been following it the whole time. And I said I wouldn't buy until it came down here and bounced, or it broke out of this pattern and created a blue candle with momentum and volume. Well, that's exactly what happened. The volume came in, the momentum happened. Now, this was a big range. This was this crazy area that I told you guys was going to be very sticky. And I drew it when none of this was made on the chart. I drew it when it was only this purple one. And I said, this is going to be a tough range. If you guys remember, I drew that before all this happened. I said, it's going to be a tough range. But if we get a blue momentum candle and we can close in the box or above it, would be fine, and then make our way through this resistance right here and out of the box with a green body candle close, then I would buy. So it's either a bounce off of here or 1, 2, 3, 4 things happen and then I'll buy. And I have my reasons for that. Number one, we had a pattern break. We broke through the area of confluence. In fact, not only did we close above it, but look, we wicked to the top again. Then we opened the next day in the box, wicked to the top again. Then we had a fight, wicked to the top again. Then we had our indecision, which is a good sign. Then we had a reverse hammer, and then another indecision, and then we just came in, boom. We came in with the volume. We got out of the resistance, over the hump, and then it kept running. Boom, boom, boom. And we broke this one, which was a swing low pattern. Okay, then we broke a minor swing high pattern. And now what we need to do, and this is the moment that we have all been waiting for. Okay, this is the moment that the entire world watching Lucid, every fund, every institution, every investor, every bank is waiting for. $41.72. I know it says 73, but it's actually supposed to be 72. $41.72. If we close with a green body candle close above that line as early as today, that is going to be the sign that this thing is now done with the downtrend. It is definitely an uptrend, and it is going to go all the way to where we want it to go. Okay, so we are about, let's see, 40. Okay, so excuse me. You're only is that right? You're already at 41.27, and all you got to do is get to 41. Dude, you're like 50 cents away. Okay. You close above that, not the wick. It can't just wick. It has to be a close. You close above that, done data, baby. Done data. Okay? Gravy like SpaghettiOs. Promise you. But that is the moment, 41.72, where the world changes for Lucid and its investors. Believe me. Trust me on that, all right? Now, listen. Oh, I mean on Nio. I'm sorry, I said Lucid. I meant on Nio. Sorry. You guys got me worn out, man. I was retired like 2 weeks ago. I'm doing all these YouTubes, and I used to just trade all day and make money. Now I'm just figuring out how to render videos and, do output scaling and frame rates and bit rates and lighting and trying to get my internet up and, research cameras and animations and, doing stock research and crypto research and trading is like never going to be the issue. But all the technical stuff, I usually have employees that do all that stuff for me. But I'm like an army of one over here. Well, look, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I really appreciate it when you guys comment, and I really like it if you guys would like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the select all, maybe tell a couple friends. I'm putting out some big information on this, and it's information you can count on. You can count on the fact that it's going to be accurate and that I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to throw out those $500,000-$600,000 Bitcoin targets. I'm going to tell you where the charts are telling me that it can go. And if that changes, then I'll tell you something new. But I'm going to keep it real, and I know how to read these things really good. So, yeah, appreciate you, and thank you so much, and welcome to the Wheelhouse.